Welcome to Lafayette, Louisiana, home to the Raging Cajuns of the University of Louisiana and the site of the clash we have in store for you today. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and when you've got a team that makes it into the top 25, now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. And the Raging Cajuns will get us started with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Bobcats offense takes the field to start this game off. And here comes their leader, Jesse. He just has a way of elevating everybody's play.
And he's a point guard, too. So good at distributing the football, finds the open guys, and he makes this offense go.
Makes it go, and just, you can trust him. Everything is available. You're not playing with one arm behind your back. You got all guns blazing.
Looking to throw, it's Dugan. Trying to get to him. He's going to sling it into the heart of the field. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He'll run it again. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Right, how about this offense? You think of this offense, you think of throwing the football and top 10 passing in all of college football, but the defense knew something, right? Like, you could tell they were going to come out and run the football. They brought out the goal line, brought in some big boys, and really was ready for the run on that play.
They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. Just drives it between the uprights. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. So Louisiana's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Used the play fake, now to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. That's caught, it's Jensen. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Raging Cajuns come to the line with a new set of downs. Off play action. They're trying to get to it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Ball still at the 45 after the incompletion. They'll snap it 2nd and 10. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Spits it out to the back. Caught near the sticks. It's Davis. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. They'll run it from the gun. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Leaves it with the running back. Obliterates him, still on the move. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Pushes toward the goal line. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball.
And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. It's good. And with the field goal guys all locked up here in the 1st quarter. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Takes a shot as he lets it go. And that one's going to be batted away, incomplete, and we have played one. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the 1st quarter stats. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. Quick handoff. At midfield, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Stopped after making the catch.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Dugan. Gets rid of it. Zings it complete to the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Off play action on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. A little too much juice on that one from the junior.
That's a miss as an OC. He's coming to the sidelines and listen, that's not a great throw. We got to take something off of it. But we also can't miss inside. So it's a tough dynamic when you're throwing that out route. But either way, quarterback, wide receiver, they have to do a better job being on the same page.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. The Bobcats line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2.
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't full.
Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas State.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Cal found a way to rescue victory from the jaws of defeat. A perfect example of just how strong this program is. All about stacking wins there in Berkeley. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
All right, I like the aggressiveness. I want to be aggressive as a play caller when I'm coming out of my own end zone, when I got a little bit of space to throw the football. And you can tell they wanted to be aggressive, wanted to take a shot. Defense was ready, locked them down, but thank goodness, still had a little space there.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
Buys a little time with his feet. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. And the Raging Cajuns with the 1st and 10. The give to Davis. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up 3rd down.
Getting some heat. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. The Raging Cajuns will call on their punt team.
Number 12, on to punt it away.
Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
The short hands, it's Martin.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Bobcats will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Got him downfield. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Davis. He breaks a tackle. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on 1st down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. Unloads to the right. He's got it. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Finds his big tight end. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He's got it on the move. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And this offense will have to feel pretty good about itself if it can tie the game before halftime. 1st and goal. They move the tight end all over. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Raging Cajun.
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
To the air on 1st down. Quarterback moving. Got out of trouble and throws. Fires to the big fella. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Scanning the field, it's Dugan. Pressure coming. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. The Bobcats will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll ride Davis here. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the 1st half. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Bobcats will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. He'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get to the 2nd half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. And the Raging Cajuns have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Finds the tight end. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm. The Raging Cajuns are marching down the field. A hand to the running back. Finding an escape route. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? Looking to move it through the air. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll try to do it himself.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Cano. Tackled, but he has a first down. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
On second down, wants to throw it. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. Touchdown, Cajuns! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Syracuse is going to walk off the field there inside the dome with a much-needed victory. They had this one circled on the calendars for some time, and regardless the score, that W has to feel good.
Fires one high and deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Quarterback empties his backfield. He'll take another shot here. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bobcats.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
Bringing it out. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Paul.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Slings it downfield. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Excellent field position here for the offense. On the run, it's Boyd. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
Keeps those legs churning for 3 yards. He's down at the 9. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the O will stay out there and go for it on 4th and inches. Try to get it on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
No gain on the play. That's the end.
We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. He'll pull it on the read. Touchdown, Bobcats. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with the system.
Handoff to the lone back. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And the Raging Cajuns will move the sticks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Raging Cajuns have it with a 1st and 10. Power football with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make a stop.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. They try to pop a run on the draw. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Yeah, the offense was trying to go draw and make it look like pass, but I'll tell you, the linebackers were fooled. They came down hard quickly, got into the backfield, and got the tackle for loss.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He gets a block. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. And now that cushion is a little bit... He lobs one high down the left side. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Texas State. A great catch and run for 6. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Well, this receiver is making this passing attack look like it's going against air.
No doubt, it does. It looks like it's on air. I tell you what, you got to find a way to rough this guy up a little bit, be physical, make sure he takes a toll instead of all these big plays he keeps making. Make him tired, physically dent him a little bit, make him have to work a little bit harder than you have been.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. 2nd and 10 here. He's looking to throw. Going for the big play. He hauls it in, and nobody's close. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. First. This feels like their chance to make a game of it. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Louisiana.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
And he tacks on the extra point. away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to base on the football.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Here's the handoff. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of the game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. That's caught. It's Martin.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
And this offense has done a really good job late in this football game. Man, you put a premium on the fourth quarter and maximizing possessions, and they've put touchdowns on the board. They've done a great job. Nice last play, too. Keep that momentum going and get out of here with the win. That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
That's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
And after that completion, it's decision time now for the head coach. Do you kick a field goal, add to your lead, make it more difficult on the opposing offense, or do you trust your quarterback to make one more big completion here and ice the game?
So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. What a disappointment. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the minute. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. That's caught. It's Cano. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. It's caught. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the fourth, and the Brain Trust will go to work. Comes out throwing on first down. Fires to the big fella.
You're seeing a lot of confidence out of this quarterback now. 3 for 3 on this 2-minute drive. He understands that he needs to step up if his team's going to win this game, and he's playing his best football right now.
And here comes the offense on second down. Looking to throw it again. Finds his tight end. Down to the 30-yard line where he stopped after a gain of 5, and that will be a first down. He's going to pass. Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got a first down. They're in plus territory, and they've got a chance to win the game. Handoff to the lone back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
He's got his man. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. He's got it for a touchdown. And here in the final minute, they're a single point behind.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game. Now, all you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic than they get him on the ground at the 20. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. This one is about finding the balance between being aggressive and not being reckless, Jesse.
The only way this thing works, though, if they're going to be aggressive, this offensive line has got to be able to hold up here for this QB.
Yeah, because you need to take shots beyond the sticks so the clock will stop and you can save every second you have.
They'll go to the ground. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. Fairly manageable distance here on third down from the 27. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. The Bobcats have it with a 1st and 10. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you look at the clock, they've got time for one more play, but they're out of Hail Mary range here, needing a touchdown to win this game. This is going to be a last-second, last-chance play that they practice, by the way, throughout the week. It's going to involve probably a lot of laterals. We've seen crazier stuff happen in college football.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. It's incomplete, and the clock strikes 0, and we are headed to overtime. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. They'll run it from the gun. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. The offense will use a timeout with a critical down coming in overtime. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Little over anxious, out of the stance early, and it's a false start.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. Looking for a man, it's Dugan. He'll take a shot. And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone. They'll try to put 3 on the board and take the lead in overtime. Field goal is good. And with that, they've taken the lead.
That makes the score Texas State 34, Louisiana 31.
Down by 3, it's their turn here in overtime. A touchdown will win it. Here's 1st down. Defense not showing press coverage. Starting to feel a little pressure. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with a sack. A 1st down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. He got it in. A walk-off touchdown in overtime.
And you want these guys that can take the top off the defense. It changes the way they're going to play coverage on you, and he